Um, I will do satsang in both mixture Hindi and English, but ideally it's always English. So, um, I came to Guruji with my father, Prem Singh, who Guruji used to call Ambassador Prem Singh because my father was in the foreign service. And I don't know what this means. And it was year 2000. Guruji used to meet in the evening. So I came to Empire Estate. I was maybe, very young, younger than I am now. And the first time I met Guruji, I looked at him and he was very cockeyed, टेढ़े आँख वाले. तो मैंने अंदर से सोचा ये कैसे गुरु हैं. He's very my father told me इनके पैर छूना है और बदतमीजी मत करना. So I said अगर ये सचमुच में ऐसे गुरु हैं तो he will know how I feel. If he knows how I'm thinking and feeling, I don't want to touch his feet. So I didn't touch his feet the first time I met Guruji. The last time I ever met Guruji before he left his body, I used to kiss his feet. So I came a long way from not knowing who Guruji was or what he was to understanding him, maybe not even this much, because he is like the ocean or he's like the universe, and it's very difficult to understand Guruji. It's also very difficult to understand the way he functions, what he does. So I will do satsang to share with you what Guruji has taught me. उन्होंने मुझे बहुत सिखाया है, उन्होंने मुझे बहुत समझाया है, सिखाया है. मेरे experiences are more about lessons rather than my he's fixed this और उन्होंने मुझे ये दिया है, वो दिया है, ये करवाया है, वो करवाया है. जो भी मैं मांगती थी गुरुजी से वो मुझे बोलते थे अपने पिताजी से जाके पूछ. And my father would say yes or no depending on what he thought. So whenever मैंने जब भी गुरुजी से कुछ भी मांगा था, जब मेरे अंदर से गट्स हो गई थी, तो it was difficult for me to ask Guruji for anything, and every time I became bold to ask him something, he would always tell me, जा अपने पापा से जाके पूछ. So I said, okay, this Guruji is not going to do anything for me. So anyway, I will share with you what I have learned post and my experiences with Guruji. It's a very interesting thing. Guruji used to make us sit with 3 other people. So 4 of us used to sit and do Langar Prasad. And I never used to understand it. Not like I had a thought about why people are sharing a plate together. But I used to make it a point because he used to encourage us not to sit together as a family. So I used to go and sit randomly. And I think that was the point of sitting together and eating Langar Prasad. एक बारी मेरे को याद है एम्पायर एस्टेट में एक बुढ़िया औरत आई थी. And I remember it so clearly. She looked like a laborer. वो जो है ना काम करने वाली जो मजदूरी का काम करते हैं, मिट्टी उठाते हैं. पता नहीं शाम को रात को वो पहुंच गई. And मैंने सोचा कि गुरुजी ने जो बोला है वही करना चाहिए. एंड आई रिमेंबर काफ़ी लोग वहाँ पे बैठे थे एम्पायर स्टेट में, और कोई भी नहीं चाहता था कि वो अपना लंगर इस औरत के साथ शेयर करें, क्योंकि वो इतनी गंदी थी, मैल थे उनके ऊपर. पर गुरुजी ने मुझे बोला जाके बैठ इसके साथ. एंड इट वॉज अ वेरी स्ट्रेंज एक्सपीरियंस आई हैड. एंड if I recall now, when I go back to it, I think this lady who walked in was somebody else. And I think it was my test, to test me to understand if I will follow my guru's agya. And I must tell you, I think I passed that one test. I failed many after that also. So Guruji will always test you. He will test you. एक दिन वो आपको बोलेंगे तू लेफ्ट जा और अगले दिन आपको बोलेंगे तू राइट जा. And also Guruji will tell you हाँ में हाँ मिलाना अपने गुरु के साथ ना is very very important. I learned that the hard way because I remember for 1 year Guruji hounded me to marry a boy. हर रोज़ मेरे से बोलते, हर टाइम मैं जाती थी गुरुजी के पास, वो मुझे बोलते थे अच्छा इससे शादी क्यों नहीं कर लेती. एंड 1 साल के लिए गुरुजी ने मुझे हर टाइम जब भी कभी कभार वो बोलते थे उस लड़के से शादी कर ले. दिस वॉज सम बॉय ही हैड पिक्ड फ्रॉम द संगत whose mother was a gynecologist and very famous or something. And I remember, and I had met the boy also. And I said, Guruji, मैं इसके साथ शादी नहीं कर सकती. So he said, क्यों? I said, I'll eat him for breakfast because he was a very mild-mannered, sweet little boy. And I was thinking to myself, I can't believe Guruji has picked this guy for me to marry. And then one day he said to me, okay, forget it. And that was the end of it. And I remember I met somebody, that's why satsangs are so important, because I met somebody after that and उन्होंने मुझे बोला, they told me a similar story of a boy in the Sangat who was told by Guruji to get married to a girl. And she was a very ugly girl, according to the boy. And Guruji said, चल तू इसके साथ शादी कर ले. And this boy, गुरु की सब आज्ञा मानने में नंबर 1 था. तो उसने बोला जो आ गया गुरुजी. अगले दिन गुरुजी ने उसको बोला अच्छा कोई लोड़ नहीं है. एंड ही पिक्ड अनदर गर्ल. दैट गर्ल वॉज अग्लियर देन द फर्स्ट गर्ल. ये 3 बारी हुआ. एंड एवरी टाइम द बॉय वुड से जी गुरुजी जो आपकी आ गया. एंड द 4th टाइम गुरुजी टोल्ड हिम अच्छा तेरी शादी जो है ना अपनी पसंद की कर लेना जब भी तुझे करना है. एंड दैट वॉज इट. सो माई लेसन फ्रॉम दैट वॉज नेवर टालो योर गुरु. ऑलवेज लर्न टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट वॉट एवर ही सेज टू यू उसमें आपको हाँ में हाँ मिलाना है. And that was my learning from the satsang I heard by somebody. And that person, I didn't tell them that Guruji was asking me to get married to somebody. They just told me a satsang and I said, oh my God, I should have listened to Guruji and just said yes. वो घमंड भी होता है. आप सोचते हो कि आपको भी मालूम है आपके लिए क्या अच्छा है क्या नहीं अच्छा है. गुरुजी जो बोल रहे हैं हर चीज़ को नहीं मानना चाहिए. बट इट्स एक्चुअली अ वेरी रॉन्ग लेसन बिकॉज अगर आपके पास सरेंडर करने के लिए आप उस रास्ते पे चल रहे हो तो Guruji explained to me that there are 3 paths, 3 points that you have to cross. One is belief, then that you have belief, then you have faith, and then you have surrender. And surrender, he explained to me, is very easy to use as a word. Surrender का मतलब जो आपकी जिंदगी में हो रहा है वो आपके गुरु के कारण हो रहा है एंड आपको मानना ही मानना है विदाउट आस्किंग हिम फॉर एनीथिंग. एंड इट इज़ वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू accept that. I can't turn around and say I've got 100% surrender. There are times Guruji says to me, you are ghich-ghichawing in your faith. And I will turn to him and I will say, Guruji, मैं घिच-घिचाती हूँ क्योंकि कभी कभार चीज़ें नहीं हो रही. And that's true. You try very hard to do something in your life, whether it's your work, whether it's your personal life, whether you're battling with your health and things don't improve. And Guruji's response to that is, तेरा faith कहाँ है? तू इतनी घिच-घिचा क्यों रही है? So, every time I get jhado-fied by him for all the nonsense things I do. And that is one thing I've learned with Guruji, that he's not a very easy guru. He's very loving. And he can be very difficult also. At least from my personal experience with Guruji. When Guruji was physically around, he would talk to me through people. Meri Punjabi to, let's not discuss my Punjabi. It wasn't something I was very good at. I barely understood the shabads. And I couldn't speak Punjabi. My Hindi has improved much from the time. But Guruji, हर time मुझे बोलते थे इससे बात कर, या he would send somebody to me with a message. So my teaching from Guruji, because everything I have experienced with Guruji is my teaching, and my teaching with Guruji is that he can send messages through other people. It doesn't have to come directly from him. Now the difference was when he was physically around, you knew, you because you could cross check, right? You knew that if some auntie came to you and said Guruji ne mujhe ye message diya aapke liye, you can go back to him and say, Guruji, so and so has said something. And there was, people couldn't make up stuff. In today's day and age, the problem that I see happening is that people use Guruji's name in vain. But the problem is also that a lot of times Guruji gives messages through people. And I think one thing that allows you to connect to Guruji a lot is meditation. And maybe he told a lot of people this, that dhyan lagao. And a lot of people will also tell you that there were no processes with Guruji. Now with me, I have learned a lot of processes. He's taught me that certain things are a must, but that is individual. He's taught me that. Maybe it's meant for me. Maybe it's not meant for someone else. जैसे लोटा, जैसे वो ओम भी देते थे, सबको ओम नहीं देते थे, किसी को ओम देते थे, किसी को लोटा देते थे, किसी को कुछ और करवाते थे. So it was very, very individual. But the one thing I know is ध्यान लगाना is very important. आप शब्द सुनो, जो भी करो, सुबह उठो, ध्यान लगाओ. शाम को अगर ध्यान लगाना है, शब्द सुनना ही सुनना है, because I think and this is what DJ uncle used to tell me, or he used to teach me after Guruji left his body, about the importance of Shabad and the importance of the Shabad picked by the singer that Guruji wanted to sing that particular Shabad. And he said he infused the energy of healing or whatever Guruji put into that Shabad for us. क्योंकि वहाँ पे जब मेरे टाइम में गुरुजी के पास बहुत फॉरेनर्स भी आते थे, ना उनको हिंदी समझ में आए, ना उनको पंजाबी समझ में आए, एंड गुरुजी बोलते थे, कम हियर, सिट एंड लिसन. सो द वाइब्रेशन ऑफ द शब्द became extremely, extremely important. And therefore, I think we should not, as a Sangat after Guruji has left his body, listen to random shabads that are played. Either we take the shabads that were played in Punjab picked by Guruji, or we play the shabads that were played in the mandir while Guruji was physically around. And that is extremely important. Because it has a lot of healing qualities. The reason I say this is maybe 3-4 years before Guruji left his body, I was going through a lot of ups and downs in my life, as everyone does. And Guruji ne bola mujhe, अच्छा, तू ये एक CD ला. It was a CD of some filmy song, singer. I can't remember the name, so there's no point. And he turned to me and I got the CD, and it was actually some Bollywood song. Which was very Sufiana in nature. And he told me, he said, track number 6, isko tu sunti ja jab tak ye घिस ना जाए. And I was looking, and he took it, he looked at the CD, he turned it around, and he gave it back to me, and he said, tu isko sunti ja. And then there was a person from the Sangat who he sent to me to explain to me that he had infused it with blessings, and that shabad, that song, it wasn't a shabad, was meant to heal my soul. And that is when I understood, when DJ uncle also explained to me कि शब्द में इतनी पावर है, लेकिन वो शब्द जो गुरुजी ने दिया है. And I remember before Guruji left his body, वो कटी पतंग, that song or shabad that kept playing, he used to play it at least 15 times during one evening. It talks about your connection to your guru and how he is the most important in your life, and you must pray to him and love him. And so Guruji also explained to me that loving your guru is probably the most important thing in your life. And your guru comes before anybody, before anything. And I remember he told me once, he says, I am not your mother or your father. I am your guru. And he says, you must love me like a guru. And he said, the problem with you, i.e. me, is that I don't know what it means to love a guru. I said, Guruji, I can love you like a father, a mother, which is how I love him. And he said, but I'm your guru. I'm not your father or your mother. I am above that. And that's what he told me personally. Again, all these things that I share with you are my personal experiences. There might be others who will counter whatever I say to you. And he also taught me the most important thing, that a guru की आज्ञा आपको माननी ही माननी है. आपको अपने सिर पे खड़ा होना है, कुछ भी करना है, आप सिर पे खड़े हो, लेकिन जो भी आपके गुरु बोलते हैं आपको वो खत्म करना है within a time frame. So that also became extremely critical in his teaching to me. So he would give me tasks to do, and every time I had to do tasks, whether I failed or succeeded. Failure is something Guruji was not very good with, especially with me. And he used to tell me, and I used to ask him, Guruji, मैंने बहुत कोशिश की है. He says, ना, तूने 100% नहीं लगाया. So I said, but Guruji, मैंने ये मेरे capability में नहीं है. He said, if I've given you something to do, that means you are capable of doing it. And you haven't done it because you've decided you can't do it, or you've become fearful of it. And because you've become fearful of something, the energies around you have not allowed it to happen. There are so many times he told me that the action was not able to be completed because my thoughts were all negative about myself or my ability to accomplish something. So he used to tell me, I remember वो गुरुजी हमको रात को एक होटल में ले जाते थे, कहीं और ले जाते थे कॉफ़ी पीने. So 10-15 of us would go and we'd sit down. उस टाइम शेरेटन होटल में जाते थे. And रात को 2 बजे वहाँ से बैठ हम निकलते थे. तो मैं गुरुजी के को प्रणाम कर रही थी, and I was leaving. And at that time I had no job. I still wasn't married, and I'm still not married. And my life was in turmoil. But yet I felt at peace when I used to come to Guruji. And उन्होंने एक बारी, when I was touching his feet that evening or that night or morning, he looked at me and he said, Ash kar. So I looked at Guruji and I said, Ash kar? I said, Guruji, मेरी जिंदगी में कुछ ठीक नहीं हो रहा. So he said, Ash kar. And then later on I understood what he meant by that. And he explains it very beautifully, that if you are positive, no matter what is happening in your life, and you believe with your soul and have faith in Guruji, the world will turn upside down to help you. The universe will conspire to help you, and things will start falling into place. But you have to remain positive. And he said, if you become negative, अगर आपकी negativity ज़्यादा बढ़ेगी, तो जो आप negative सोच रहे हो वो ही होगा, और जो positive होना चाहिए वो नहीं हो पाएगा. So he used to always tell me this, कि तू ऐश कर. And I used to think, okay. And he used to always say, मैं तेरे साथ हूँ. And that's a very big thing to have a guru say, मैं तेरे साथ हूँ. Then he also explained to me that if I do things, for example, a lot of times I used to have doubts and I used to keep going back to him. And he used to keep telling me, if you don't have faith, then you do it the way you want to do it, and I will go on a vacation. So I've heard Guruji tell me that. Now, these are all post him leaving his body. He will come in my dreams, and if I'm extremely worried about something in my life, I will say, Guruji, please help me, help me find a solution, whatever that solution may be. And he would say, where is your faith? And those are the moments when I will turn around and say, I have faith, but I don't know where I'm going or what's happening in my life. So he says, obviously, if you don't know where you're going and what's happening in your life, you are not having faith. And if you haven't got faith, surrender to dur ki baat hai. And he says, okay, since that is the way it is, and I'm tired of telling you that you need to first have faith and you must stay strong on the path of faith and stop dwindling so much. Why don't you find your solution yourself? And I will not interfere in finding a solution for you because you don't have faith. So these are, like I said, he can be extremely in his teachings harsh, and he can also be extremely kind. And one of the kindest things I've seen Guruji do to me, towards me, was when we were going towards Baddi one day, and we were all in an entourage of like 20 cars. And I remember the car I was in, two of us, two cars had gone and started eating prasad or langar prasad or whatever at some dhaba. And Guruji had mentioned to us that we must all come to a particular dhaba. And I remember we decided not to listen to Guruji that time, and we went and ate somewhere else. And everybody else had gathered at another dhaba where Guruji was. And this was on the way to Baddi. And so we followed, and Guruji was standing on the road. And I remember so clearly. And he looked at me, and I was driving the car at that time. And he said, I've been waiting for you. Why haven't you come? And so just the attention in 20-25 cars, 2 cars had been missing. And he was so worried about the fact that we hadn't come to have prasad at the same place. And so, you know, his attention to detail, even though I was nobody in the Sangat, technically, if you ask me, he really cared about every person's needs, every individual's needs. So Guruji has and always is extremely kind to his Sangat, extremely loving to his Sangat. And I remember before Guruji left his body, he used to turn around, he says, why doesn't the Sangat pray for me? And I found that extremely strange. But as I've gone through life post Guruji leaving his physical body, and my attachment to him growing on the soul level, I learned that loving your Guru is probably the most important thing, and caring about your Guru and worrying about your Guru, even if he's physically not around, is equally as important as when he was physically in body. And that doesn't change the dynamics, because Guru's existence is his Sangat. And if his Sangat is correct, i.e. his Sangat follows his path, is what he told me. And I'm telling you exactly what he's explained to me. Then the Guru is actually, energized by our love, our faith, and our belief, and our surrender. So I think my journey with Guruji has been more about that, because like I said, every time I asked him, Guruji, मेरे को job नहीं है, मेरे को ये नहीं है, मेरे को वो नहीं है, he said, what am I supposed to do about it? So I realized that my asking him for things is futile. And that's when I started asking Guruji, आप हो कौन? Who are you? What is the purpose of my relationship with you? How do I grow to understand you better? And therefore, I think my journey with Guruji actually began. And that must have been 2 years or 3 years before he left his body, because prior to that, it wasn't the same. It was very, very different. It was more about मेरे को ये चाहिए, मेरे को वो चाहिए, मेरी जिंदगी में ये नहीं हो रहा, मेरी जिंदगी में वो नहीं हो रहा. And then Guruji explained to me, he says, life is about ups and downs. He says that will always happen. He says, so you can't be asking for trivial things in your life. Ask for bigger things. Ask to connect to the divine. Ask to be so strong that nothing in your life, no matter what happens in your life, आपका घर भी चला जाए, आप झिझकते नहीं दिखोगे. आपको मालूम है कि आपके गुरु आपके साथ खड़े हैं, आप बेघर भी हो जाओ, नो प्रॉब्लम. इट्स अ बिग थिंग. वो गुरुजी ने एक्सप्लेन किया है, वो सरेंडर होता है कि आप सब भी त्याग दो, लेकिन आप वैसे ही खड़े होगे जैसे छाती फूल के कि कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है मेरी ज़िंदगी में, सब ठीक है। वो ही सबसे बड़ा लेसन आपके गुरु आपको दे सकते हैं। My father has seen, he's no more, and he experienced many things with Guruji, but his relationship with Guruji was very, if you're not giving me this, I don't understand how you can be my guru, because Guruji loved my father a lot, and he used to give him whatever he wanted, in the sense like, दैट्स व्हाट गुरुजी डज। पहले पहले आपको बहुत कुछ, हाँ अच्छा दे देते हैं, अच्छा ये कल्याण कर दिया, वो हो गया, सब ठीक हो गया, फिर उसके बाद देन ही स्टार्ट्स टीचिंग यू लेसन्स ऑन द स्पिरिचुअल पाथ, बिकॉज ही यूज्ड टू ऑलवेज से, ही सेड ये तो मामूली चीज़ है देने के लिए, एंड ही सेड इट डिपेंड्स ऑन योर कर्म्स, and it's his choice, it's Guruji's choice whether he chooses to clean your karma or not clean your karma, and it is his doing. And he used to always say, don't force me to do things because it may not be good for you. A lot of times I've seen Guruji, and Guruji used to say देखो इसने मेरे को बोला था ये करवाने के लिए, तो मैंने दे दिया, क्योंकि he insisted and insisted and insisted, and anyway something else was supposed to happen and he didn't allow me to do it, so now his life is not as it should have been or could have been. So he always says, never force a guru to give you something, just ask your guru, please give me whatever you believe is best for me, and leave it at that. And that is the prayer that we all should focus on. And trust me, I've gone through my doubts with Guruji a lot. Doubts, ups, downs. एक साल के लिए तो मैंने गुरुजी का सारी जो मेरी फोटोज थी मैंने निकाल दी थी। पता है क्यों निकाली थी? क्योंकि I like this boy, and I even brought him to Guruji, I remember, and my father didn't like him at all, and I was he wanted to marry me, and or pretended like he wanted to marry me, and I took him to Guruji. And one day Guruji, I had the guts at that point, and I said, Guruji, Guruji, आप please कुछ करो, आप मेरी ये relationship bless कर दो. I remember, because he used to get so many people married in front of me, and he turned around and he said कि हाँ बिल्कुल मैं bless कर दूंगा if your father is okay with it. And my father wasn't okay with it, so I got very upset with Guruji, and I said, see Guruji, you don't love me, you don't care about me, you give everybody else everything. क्योंकि हर रोज जब हम जाते थे पहले, until he started fixing our days, we were allowed to go 7 days a week to Guruji, and then he fixed it to once a week or twice a week, and then once a week. And he said to me that if your father is okay, I will bless it. My father wasn't okay with it, and so I stopped going to Guruji. And actually that was the best thing that happened, because after 1 year, during that 1 year, I got into Buddhism. Okay, here's a very interesting thing. I got into Buddhism, Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. For all those, I don't know how many people are doing Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. And I started chanting a lot. I used to chant 3 hours a day. And I remember very well, because I chanted for 3 years. And after 1 year of doing my chanting, I decided to go back to Guruji, because someone told me, Vijaya, why do you expect anything from Guruji? Just go there and just imbibe. And don't ask him for anything, so you won't get disappointed. And just go there. And after 1 year, I started going back to Guruji, because during the year that I wasn't going, he used to always tell my father, how is your daughter? How is she doing? And it was very, I mean, can you imagine? मैं एक तरफ से नाराज़ हूँ गुरुजी के साथ, because वो ना मुझे कुछ देते हैं, ना मेरा कुछ करते हैं, ना मेरी ज़िंदगी ठीक हो रही है. एंड दूसरे साइड पे गुरुजी मैसेज भेजते रहते थे मेरे थ्रू माय फादर कि उसको बोलो, अच्छा कैसी है वो, अच्छा मैं उसके बारे में याद कर रहा हूँ. सो जस्ट इमेजिन, दैट्स हाउ काइंड ही इज़. And for 1 year, I kept everything out of my room. No picture, no photo, no nothing. And then after 1 year, I decided, okay, I've been too ghamandi, and maybe I should start going back to Guruji, because why not? And I'm now chanting my Buddhism, and I will find a solution for my karma. And 2 years after that, Guruji came to me in my dream, and he told me to stop chanting. So very interesting. And then he sent someone to me, and he told me, and this lady came to me and she explained to me that Guruji is saying, you stop chanting. Now he knows your personality also. I'm the kind of person that if you tell me to stop doing something, I'll probably not listen to you. But if you tell me, you stop for a short while, then if you don't like the fact that you've stopped it, you can start again. So this auntie came to me and she said, Guruji ने मुझे तुम्हें बताने and explain करने के लिए भेजा है कि 1 साल के लिए तुम ये chanting वांटिंग थोड़ा छोड़ दो. So I said, क्यों छोड़ूं? ये तो spiritually strong चीज़ है, ये मेरे कर्मा के. He said, that's a different path, and that path is not for you. So you try it for 1 year. If you don't like the fact that you're not chanting, आप वापस कर लेना. Now just imagine, he knew me so well, and I am one of the many in the Sangat at that time, that he knew that for 1 year, and literally I said, okay, theek hai, 1 saal ke liye I can do this. I have never turned back after that year. I don't even remember what that year was. And I've never looked back, and I've never wanted to go back to chanting. And slowly my connection with Guruji started growing stronger and stronger because I started actually loving God. Now that's a very important thing because I believe in God. I never did not believe in God, but I truly, today if you ask me, I actually really from my soul really love my Guru, and I love God and whatever it is. And it's a big thing because it's very difficult to acknowledge the fact that you really love God. You probably sound like a lunatic at some point. So that is what Guruji taught me. The biggest gift I got from Guruji is to learn to love him. And I think that is because it's all Guruji's grace. It's his blessings. Because I decided to start choosing to open my heart and say, Guruji, your wish, आपकी इच्छा, जो आप करना चाहते हो मेरे साथ, आप करो. I don't know where my zindagi is going. I have no control over it. I every time think I have control of it. Nothing happens in that path. So आपको जो करवाना है आप करवाओ. And also like Guruji made me do things which I didn't want to do. Like my job that I had to take up. I remember I got this job offer, and like I told you, I was jobless for a while, for almost a year and a half or something. And Guruji told me to go join a company. And I told him, Guruji, I don't want to work there. So he said, nah, तुझे यहीं पे काम करना है. Okay? This was in January. So he told me to go and talk to somebody. And in the month of March, I went to talk to somebody who he told me to go and talk to. And nothing happened. This was in 2016, January. He told me, go and join this company. So by early March, I went to meet the person he told me to meet, and nothing happened. So I went back very happily to Guruji, thinking it's my test about should I be talking to this person, because I was a little wary of this person who I had to go and talk to, and I knew this person would never help me and nothing would come out. But I was so scared from within that maybe it was my test of confronting fears. So I said, चलो ये मेरा lesson था. So जब मैं वापस आई एक दिन शाम को एम्पायर स्टेट में, एंड गुरुजी ने बोला, बात कर ली तूने? So I said, जी गुरुजी, लेकिन कुछ हुआ ही नहीं. So he said, मैंने बोला है ना तू वहीं पे काम करेगी. So I said, जी गुरुजी, but I said, गुरुजी मेरे को वहाँ पे काम नहीं करना है, कोई मेरे को वहाँ से नौकरी नहीं देगा. He said, मैंने जब बोला है तो वही होगा. And so anyway, come June, July, I had forgotten about this whole thing, about joining that company. And I had been interviewing with another company, and I was getting a position that allowed me to travel to Hong Kong, London, and based out of Delhi. And there was a lot of foreign travel involved, and something I enjoyed because as I mentioned, my father was in the foreign service. So for me, it was great. I got to get out. And I got this job. I had interviewed with all their offices, etc. And now it was August, and I was very close to closing it. And so I'd had multiple interviews at this firm. And all of a sudden, this company that Guruji had told me to join, I was told to go meet the big boss. So I went thinking that, okay, fine, at some point I will pass on my resume and they might be able to help me with other people. And I forgot about the fact that Guruji had told me the I'm going to end up working there. And I knew nothing will come out of it because nothing had come out of my earlier meeting. All of a sudden, the gentleman sitting across from me turned around and said, Vijaya, why don't you just work with us? I was shocked. I walked out of that meeting and I didn't know what to do, because 2 days after that, I got a job offer paying me the same exact salary from that other the firm that I had interviewed with, which allowed me to travel all over the world. And then I came to this conundrum in my head and I said, अब मैं क्या करूं? मेरे को एक नौकरी मिली है जो वहाँ पे मेरे को काम करना है, और दूसरी नौकरी मिली है जहाँ मेरे को बिल्कुल काम नहीं करना है, लेकिन गुरुजी ने बोला है वहाँ पे काम करने के लिए. तो आई वेंट टू दिस आंटी एंड आई सेड, आंटी देखो, गुरुजी ने मेरे को बोला था कि यहाँ पे काम करने के लिए, लेकिन मेरे को एक और नौकरी मिल गई है जो मुझे ज़्यादा पसंद है और वो मेरे लायक है. तो शी लुक्ड एट मी एंड आई सेड, आप प्लीज़, उस टाइम आई यूज्ड टू बी वेरी स्कैर्ड ऑफ गुरुजी. आई सेड, प्लीज़ आप प्लीज़ जो है ना, आप गुरुजी से जाके बात कर लो मेरे फ्रॉम माई साइड, और प्लीज़ पूछ लो. सो शी टर्न टू मी एंड शी सेड, विजया, if Guruji has told you to go and join this company, you have your answer. Why would you ask him again? And that day, I just called the other firm up and I said, sorry, I can't join you. I have another offer and I have to join them. And I joined the company I never wanted to work with. And I was with them for a very long time. And I went through my ups and downs in that company. And I learned a lot. I think more than anything, more than my career growth, which didn't happen so much there, I learned a lot. I learned to like something that I didn't originally want to like. I learned to accept my fate because I was the kind of person, जब मेरे को acceptance नहीं थी कि ये मेरी जिंदगी में मुझे ये मिला है, तो this is my life. Guruji said, always told me, he said, learn to accept what life has given you. Don't try and get things which life has not given you, because maybe it's not meant for you. So this job, which I had for the longest time, taught me that. I used to sit in my office and cry about my work. But गुरुजी ने बोला है वहाँ पे काम करने के लिए, तो वहीं पे काम करना है. तो गुरुजी gives you, not everything is a bed of roses with गुरुजी. आपको बहुत कांटे भी मिलेंगे, लेकिन उसमें भलाई ही भलाई है. वो मैं आपको समझाना चाहती हूँ, बिकॉज इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि बहुत लोग आते हैं संगत में कि और मांगते रहते हैं और सोचते हैं कि गुरुजी बहुत ये बाबा हैं, जो मिरेकल बाबा हैं, आपको जो आप चाहते हो वो आपको मिलेगा. लेकिन वो आपको शायद मिल जाएगा, लेकिन आपको जो एक्चुअली चाहिए ज़िंदगी में, टू अलाउ यू टू गो थ्रू योर जर्नी इन लाइफ, ओनली कम्स when Guruji निचोड़ोज you, and he truly will निचोड़ो you. एंड तब आपको जाके शायद कुछ मिलेगा जो आपको आपके अंडरस्टैंडिंग में आएगा कि यही एक्चुअली भलाई मेरे लिए है. एंड आई एम डीपली ग्रेटफुल टू गुरुजी फॉर दैट, बिकॉज उन्होंने मुझे सिखाया है कि जो भी आपके ज़िंदगी में है वो आपकी भलाई के लिए, दुख सुख सब कुछ. सो डोंट begrudge the bad times in your life, and always thank Guruji for the good things that come in your life. Don't forget Guruji when good things happen in your life. And always samarpan karna is a big thing. आपको वो सीखना पड़ेगा, लेकिन वो बहुत मुश्किल चीज़ है. मैं आधी सत्संग जो सुनती हूँ, आई हैव सरेंडर्ड टू गुरुजी. I find it very strange because it's not easy living in the world that we live in and to completely surrender to your guru. That means आपको अगर कल परसों गुरुजी बोलें कि जाके अपना घर छोड़ और जाके जंगल में जाके बैठ जा 6 साल के लिए, कोई नहीं कर पाएगा ये. और ये मुश्किल है, इसीलिए गुरुजी मांगते भी नहीं है ऐसी चीज़ें, क्योंकि उन्हें मालूम है कि बहुत कम लोग ऐसे कर पाएंगे. So I've heard a lot of people turn around and say, गुरुजी ने कभी नहीं बोला ऐसे करने के लिए, गुरुजी ने ऐसे नहीं बोला, गुरुजी ऐसे थोड़ा ना बोलते थे. लेकिन गुरुजी काफ़ी लोगों को 1-on-1 बहुत चीज़ें बोलते थे करने के लिए, जो संगत में बताया नहीं गया है, क्योंकि वो संगत वाली चीज़ नहीं है बताने के लिए. दैट्स अ वेरी प्राइवेट 1-on-1 thing with your guru. And also Guruji used to say that not every satsang needs to be shared for a satsang. The reason is especially satsangs that are work in progress. अगर कुछ काम हो रहा है, गुरुजी ने bless किया है, आप उसके बारे में मत बोलो जब तक वो खत्म ना हो जाए. So there are a lot of satsangs I have personally with Guruji which I won't share because they are between him and I. And these are very important things. Not every satsang gets to be shared. And I think that's an important thing we should all keep in mind when we do our satsangs. और बहुत सारे सत्संग होते रहते हैं आजकल क्योंकि नाउ वी आर इन कोविड पैंडेमिक टाइम्स बट सत्संग्स आर वेरी स्पेशल सत्संग्स आर बिग ब्लेसिंग जो सत्संग करते हैं और जो सत्संग सुनते हैं उनके लिए बड़ी ब्लेसिंग्स होती हैं वो गुरुजी बोलते हैं बहुत सारे लोग भी बोलते हैं क्योंकि आपको शायद आपके प्रॉब्लम का कोई सलूशन मिल जाए आपको आपके विचार शायद बदल जाएं जब आप किसी का सत्संग सुनो सो आई थिंक द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ अ सत्संग इज़ वेरी क्रिटिकल येट एट द सेम पॉइंट आपको थोड़ा केयरफुल होना चाहिए कौन से सत्संग आप शेयर कर रहे हो क्योंकि अब तो संगत भी नहीं दिखती कितने लोग बैठे हुए हैं या कितने लोग सुन रहे हैं आपको सिर्फ नंबर शायद दिखाई देगा और आपको मालूम नहीं है तो आप असेस भी नहीं कर सकते कि कौन सा सत्संग करना चाहिए सो आई ऑलवेज सिट डाउन एंड आई जस्ट प्रे एंड आई से गुरुजी जो आपकी इच्छा है जो आप बुलवाना चाहते हो आप प्लीज़ बुलवा दो एंड आई डोंट वांट टू डू एनीथिंग रॉन्ग एंड hurt anyone's sentiments or counter anyone's thought process. So it's a difficult journey, but Guruji is great, Guruji is kind, and if you really call Guruji your Guru, अगर आप बोलते हो अपने दिल से बोलते हो कि ये आपके गुरु हैं तो आपको गुरु के रास्ते पे चलना है और वो चलने की राह जो वो आपको दिखाते हैं उस पे आपको टिकना है ये नहीं कि आप एक दिन करो कुछ गंदे काम करो दूसरे दिन आके बोलो सॉरी गुरुजी मैंने ये काम किया है सॉरी मैंने ये बोला है सॉरी 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 it doesn't work. It's a misconception by saying sorry to Guruji वो सब माफ हो जाता है. It doesn't work like that. आपने अगर कुछ बुरा सुना है बुरा बोला है किसी के बारे में या बुरी सोच है किसी के बारे में वो आपके कार्मिक पॉइंट्स में चला जाता है and that doesn't get negated very easily. For many times I personally have my tone, even though I don't mean it, can be extremely kathor, you know. A lot of times when I used to do satsangs earlier on, people used to say, Vijay, you're like a headmaster doing satsang. So I had to be very careful about how I tried to do satsangs. I had to try and change my tone because I believe I can sound very serious and very whatever. But Guruji also explained to me, he said, even if you don't mean to be mean to somebody, but if you hurt somebody's feelings, you are then by virtue taking on bad karma. Now, isn't that interesting? So intention then doesn't pan out the same way. I've been reprimanded by Guruji so many times. He said, तू सीखती नहीं है कि तू तेरी लैंग्वेज जैसे तू बोलती है उसमें you know there has to be some madhurta in it, some kindness, some sweetness. The same message can be delivered in a nicer way is what he has explained to me many times and I think he's fed up of explaining it to me. And he says, I'm saying it only for your own good because whenever you talk, if you don't talk gently, then the other person can take it and get hurt by it. And I used to always think to myself, why is it my problem if the other person has misunderstood what I'm trying to say? But apparently, in the world of karma, it becomes your problem. So therefore, how you communicate and what you do is very important. Secondly, he always told me, he said, if you keep making the same mistake over and over, please do not apologize to me because you are not learning from your apology and your apology has no meaning and no value. So I've been beaten up for that also. So, you know, all these hard lessons that Guruji has taught me are actually extremely important, extremely vital, and the only reason I'm sharing them with you is because I've been reprimanded a zillion times, and many times Guruji will say, if you think you know best, because you stop listening, because you keep doing the same thing over and over, I will go on vacation. And you know, my biggest fear in my life is forget me abandoning Guruji, is my Guru's deciding that this lifetime I'm not learning anything, and maybe in the next or the next or the next lifetime Guruji will try and teach me to get spiritually more evolved. So my earnest request to all of you is to really, one, to love your Guru. If you can love your Guru, then you will always try and do what is correct by your Guru. You will always try and follow all his ways, and that's kindness, love, and also not walking on the wrong path, not making mistakes that you've made yesterday and day before over and over again, learning from everything, and basically sitting down and doing dhyan, and focusing on your Guru and going through life as we're supposed to. And that is where I think I could end my satsang. Thank you all. Thank you, Guruji, for allowing me to do my satsang. Thank you, everybody. And hopefully something good has come out of this satsang. And thank you for listening to me.